Yeah, for sure. Just more how we played, and the result was obviously fantastic. But just how we played, we've been building to that sort of form for a while, and sometimes you have really good days where everything clicks and guys play well, and you stick to the task. So that was more rewarding than the thought of percentage or what's going to happen at the end, I'd say. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, we were playing well. We lost to Sydney by 3 or 4 goals, but I thought we played pretty well. Probably that bad patch we had during the middle of the season. We were uncompetitive and weren't physical enough, and I think there's been a bit of an adjustment in that area. And on the weekend, getting all those things right sort of enabled us to cash in a little bit on the end and get some reward on the scoreboard. Yeah, maybe. Those things like what I said before about how the form's been building and getting guys back, getting Juddy back obviously was a big help. Wadey having another game under his belt. But more than that, just the guys having a narrowed focus on how we want to play and being able to execute it. Well, yeah, the only thing that we can really focus on is this week against the Gold Coast and keeping those standards high that we had on the weekend. Not necessarily. They lost by 10 goals to the top side on the weekend, so I don't think we can really use that as a unit of measure. We just got to go out there and play our best footy, and if we win this week and win the last game and whatever else happens is going to happen. We can't really do much about that, but what we can do. We'll just focus on winning the game at the start, and if we're playing well, the margin will look after itself. Maybe a little bit, probably not though. They embarrassed us last time, aside from the other stuff that happened with me getting injured and whatever else. They just comprehensively beat us last time, and like anyone, we've got pride, and when it gets dented, you want to regain it back. So that was our greatest motivator for the weekend, and the fact that if we lost, our season was completely over. So those two things are probably our greatest motivator from the previous week. Not really. We played fantastic footy. So, I don't know if the score was a true reflection of the game. Obviously, we dominated the game and played fantastically well. But losing Dustin Fletcher at the start is a really key play for them. That doesn't help them, and we were just able to capitalise through the middle, and we played really well. Yeah. Wadey was really important to us on the weekend. Just gave us a contest and gives us confidence that we can kick long. Levi Casbolt, same deal. It really builds your confidence for the mids and backs when you look up the field and you can kick it. You can even kick it nice and high and just expect a contest from those guys. So yeah, look, both of them were really good in that area. Yeah, he's been really good. Today he's obviously up and about, as most guys are after a big win. But his confidence is growing every week, and you can see he's becoming more and more sure of himself out there. So it's credit to him. He's worked his tail off. He missed a lot of footy at the start of the year and missed a lot of footy last year as well. So he deserves absolutely everything he gets. Yeah, for sure. Of course he can. Coach acts as a bit of a salesman sometimes, and they're trying to sell a message that him and the other coaches want and expect you to play by. And there's never been any question from our behalf of whether we want to play for Rats. He's doing a brilliant job at the moment, and the results are starting to go our way, and a reflection of how he's been coaching and how we've been playing. Not really, no. Rats' future is like anyone else's future at the footy club. Players are playing for their careers, and no different to anyone at the footy club. So Rats hasn't changed one iota from the way he was at the start of the year to when we were struggling in the middle of the year to now. His expectations on the group are really high, and he's been doing a really good job at that. Yeah, possibly. The challenge is being obviously the next 2 weeks. If we look too far down the track at that, we lose our focus on this week, and it's going to be a challenging game, and then St Kilda the week after. So those two things are a big enough focus that if we get over those hurdles, then we can worry about anything after that. Yeah, probably a little bit. It was the first week or so after I came back, I was still a little bit apprehensive, but the first game I came back, the fact that I was able to get into the game pretty quickly restored a bit of confidence, and I've been relatively happy with how I've been playing, so it's been good. You're probably right. It's hard. Teams suffer through injuries. The Bombers are suffering through it at the moment, and often missing so many guys in big chunks, you can lose a bit of perspective on how the team's actually gone. But the part where we probably suffered earlier in the year was when we had guys out, we just didn't cover for them well enough, and like I said, we didn't cover for them, and our group as a whole, the guys that weren't playing well enough. So we can't totally avoid that fact, and the injuries have been a factor, but yeah, look, it's been an eventful year so far, and I'm sure it's not going to stop before the season's out.